The name for a pyramid in Egyptian is Mir, written with the symbol. Mir is preceded by three other signs used as phonetics. The meaning of Mir is unclear, as it only self-references the built object itself. By comparison, some similar architectural terms become compound words, such as the word for, temple, perka, becoming a compound of the words for, house and soul. By graphical analysis, Mir uses the same sign, O24, as Benben. The Benben is the mound of existence that arose out of the abyss, known as Nun in the Egyptian creation myth. The relationship between Mir and Benben is further linked by the capstone architectural element of pyramids and obelisks, which was named Benbenit, the feminine form of Benben. Historical development. The Mastabat al-Faraun at Saqqara. Preceded by assumed earlier sites in the eastern Sahara, tumuli with megalithic monuments developed as early as 4700 BCE in the Saharan region of Niger. Fekri Hassan, 2002, indicates that the megalithic monuments in the Saharan region of Niger and the eastern Sahara may have served as antecedents for the mastabas and pyramids of ancient Egypt. During pre-dynastic Egypt, tumuli were present at various locations, e.g. Naqada, Helwan. From the time of the early dynastic period, Egyptians with sufficient means were buried in bench-like structures known as mastabas. At Saqqara, Mastaba 3808, dating from the latter part of the first dynasty, was discovered to contain a large, independently built step pyramid-like structure enclosed within the outer palace facade mastaba. Archaeological remains and inscriptions suggest there may have been other similar structures dating to this period. The first historically documented Egyptian pyramid is attributed by Egyptologists to the 3rd dynasty pharaoh Djoser. Although Egyptologists often credit his vizier Imhotep as its architect, the dynastic Egyptians themselves, contemporaneously or in numerous later dynastic writings about the character, did not credit him with either designing Djoser's pyramid or the invention of stone architecture. The Pyramid of Djoser was first built as a square mastaba-like structure, which as a rule were known to otherwise be rectangular, and was expanded several times by way of a series of accretion layers, to produce the stepped pyramid structure we see today. Egyptologists believe this design served as a gigantic stairway by which the soul of the deceased pharaoh could ascend to the heavens. Though other pyramids were attempted in the 3rd dynasty after Djoser, it was the 4th dynasty, transitioning from the step pyramid to true pyramid shape, which gave rise to the great pyramids of Meidum, Dahshur, and Giza. The last pharaoh of the 4th dynasty, Shepseskaf, did not build a pyramid, and beginning in the 5th dynasty, for various reasons, the massive scale and precision of construction decreased significantly, leaving these later pyramids smaller, less well-built, and often hastily constructed. By the end of the 6th dynasty, pyramid building had largely ended, and it was not until the Middle Kingdom that large pyramids were built again, though instead of stone, mud brick was the main construction material. Number and location of pyramids. In 1842, Carl Richard Lepsius produced the first modern list of pyramids, now known as the Lepsius List of Pyramids, in which he counted 67. A great many more have since been discovered. At least 118 Egyptian pyramids have been identified. The location of Pyramid 29, which Lepsius called the Headless Pyramid, was lost for a second time when the structure was buried by desert sands after Lepsius's survey. It was found again only during an archaeological dig conducted in 2008. Many pyramids are in a poor state of preservation or buried by desert sands. If visible at all, they may appear as little more than mounds of rubble. As a consequence, archaeologists are continuing to identify and study previously unknown pyramid structures. Abu Ra'ash. Abu Ra'ash is the site of Egypt's most northerly pyramid, other than the ruins of Lepsius Pyramid No. 1, the mostly ruined pyramid of Djedefre, son and successor of Khufu. Originally it was thought that this pyramid had never been completed, but the current archaeological consensus is that not only was it completed, but that it was originally about the same size as the Pyramid of Menkaure, which would have placed it among the half-dozen or so largest pyramids in Egypt. Its location adjacent to a major crossroads made it an easy source of stone. Quarrying, which began in Roman times, has left little apart from about 15 courses of stone superimposed upon the natural hillock that formed part of the pyramid's core. A small adjacent satellite pyramid is in a better state of preservation. Giza. The Giza Plateau is the location of the Pyramid of Khufu, also known as the Great Pyramid, and the Pyramid of Cheops, the somewhat smaller Pyramid of Khafre, or Chephren, the relatively modest-sized Pyramid of Menkaure, or Mycerinus, along with a number of smaller satellite edifices known as Queen's Pyramids, and the Great Sphinx of Giza. Of the three, only Khafre's pyramid retains part of its original polished limestone casing, near its apex. This pyramid appears larger than the adjacent Khufu pyramid by virtue of its more elevated location, and the steeper angle of inclination of its construction. It is, in fact, smaller in both height and volume. The Giza Pyramid Complex has been a popular tourist destination since antiquity and was popularized in Hellenistic times when the Great Pyramid was listed by Antipater of Sidon as one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Today it is the only one of those wonders still in existence. Zoyet El Arian. This site, halfway between Giza and Abu Sir, is the location for 2 unfinished Old Kingdom pyramids. The northern structure's owner is believed to be Pharaoh Nebka, while the southern structure, known as the Layer Pyramid, may be attributable to the 3rd dynasty pharaoh Khaba, a close successor of Sekhemkhet. If this attribution is correct, Khaba's short reign could explain the seemingly unfinished state of this step pyramid. Today it stands around 17 meters, 56 feet, high. Had it been completed, it is likely to have exceeded 40 m. Saqqara. Major pyramids located here include the Pyramid of Djoser, generally identified as the world's oldest substantial monumental structure to be built of dressed stone, the Pyramid of Userkaf, the Pyramid of Teti and the Pyramid of Menkaure, dating to the first intermediate period of Egypt. Also at Saqqara is the Pyramid of Unas, which retains a pyramid causeway that is one of the best preserved in Egypt. Together with the Pyramid of Userkaf, this pyramid was the subject of one of the earliest known restoration attempts, conducted by Khamezet, a son of Ramesses II. Saqqara is also the location of the incomplete step pyramid of Djoser's successor Sekhemkhet, known as the Buried Pyramid. Archaeologists believe that had this pyramid been completed, it would have been larger than Djoser's. South of the main pyramid field at Saqqara is a second collection of later, smaller pyramids, including those of Pepi I, Djedkare Sisi, Merenra, Pepi II and Ibi. Most of these are in a poor state of preservation. The 4th dynasty pharaoh Shepseskaf either did not share an interest in or have the capacity to undertake pyramid construction like his predecessors. His tomb, which is also sited at South Saqqara, was instead built as an unusually large mastaba and offering temple complex. It is commonly known as the Mastabat al-Faraun. A previously unknown pyramid was discovered in North Saqqara in late 2008. Believed to be the tomb of Teti's mother, it currently stands approximately 5 meters, 16 feet, high, although the original height was closer to 14 meters, 46 feet.